All right. Good morning, guys. We are live. Michael and Rob here at Lake Michigan Angler with another weekly fishing report. And we're excited to give you the report, although it's been a little tough. You can probably see here from the title. We'll have a conversation about, where are the fish and kind of what's happening right now with the fishing as of the last week. We're going to talk about what's new here at the shop, kind of go over the lures that have been working for us and others around the area, and we'll also talk about the big Pond Brawl. But before we get into any of that, welcome. Hopefully you guys have been getting out there fishing. In fact, I know a lot of people have been out there fishing because, there's boats up and down the pathway at North Point in the middle of the week on a random Tuesday. So folks are definitely out there. As we give everyone a chance to join the live here, we'll take a second before we jump into everything. So welcome. Good morning to you all. EDAC here. Bill, good morning. Sunshine Studios, good morning. Salty Walrus, good morning. I always screw that up. Mo G, good morning, fellow fishermen. Welcome. JPRZ, everyone leaving North Point right now. Is that right? Yeah. You know, it says a lot when you are springtime coho fishing and you get off the water or close to 10 a.m. So yeah. Kind of little foreshadowing on kind of what's happening out here. Good morning, Scott. Catfish Crappie. Hey, I made it live for once. Welcome. Thank you for joining us live. Thank you all. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. Quite a bit to go over for today's live. And so we'll buckle up here in a second. We'll give a couple more, give another minute or so for folks to join the live so they can get the info and join in the conversation. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, leave it in the chat. Don't be shy. There's really you shouldn't feel like you can't ask, right? Like there's all different levels of experience and skill sets out here. Ultimately, we want to empower everyone to be able to catch fish, whether you're brand new, coming from the inland world of fishing, bass fishing, walleye fishing, crappie fishing, whatever it is, to those that are veterans. There's always something to be learned. We're always learning stuff from others, and it's a great way to experience the lake and build your fishing out here. JPRZ said small craft advisory, lake flipped right at 9. Oh, is it blowing out there? Yeah, I see the trees moving out there. Yep.
It was pretty nice out there. I mean, I was out until about 8:30. It was pretty nice out. It was a little windy early, but then it really settled down, and you could tell that wind was switching around. Though it was about to get rough.
Yeah. David Shear, morning guys. Was out for the first 25 feet kayak trip out of Kenosha for a few hours. Only one coho and on a Dodger fly and a few hundred yards outside of the main channel right before sundown. Tough fishing. Don't worry, David. You're not alone in that. We'll cover that here in a few. Nice kayak fishing footage. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Rob, we'll get to the report here towards the end. All right. Brian said, hey, Rob, thanks for the conversation yesterday. What weather app do you guys use?
You know, I just switched to using the Windy app. I really like that one.
I've been using Windy for a while. Kind of told Rob, like, Windy's been, for me, the most consistent. It's not perfect, but of all the apps, it's probably been the most consistent.
Yeah, and that's what other people have told me as well. And so far, I don't know why it took so long to use it, but it is a pretty nice app.
Yeah, I actually pay for the lifetime subscription, too. I use it. So it's such an important part for what I do. So it's worth the investment. That being said, it's not the only app. It's wise of anyone to bounce off and look at others to compare. So just don't rely on the one thing. That's what I lean on that one first. And then as I'm getting ready to go fish, I'll start looking at other places just to see if it's all aligned. Because there's some times where like one app will show you winds out of the west, another one has it out of the east. You're like, how the hell do you have two different forecasts?
Yeah.
So you double check. Peter said there was so much bait in the water out of Milwaukee yesterday. Rough day of fishing yesterday afternoon. Lost the king only 3 for 9. You guys are starting to notice a trend here with the comments, right? You're noticing a trend here. It's not just you. I feel like I can use the Windy app info to trust to determine among information I take into account. Yeah. Steely, Bill exit the video and come back. It worked for me. Oh, there must be. They said sound is going in and out. yeah, if there's any issues, guys, give me a thumbs up. Sound, the audio and the visuals on point. Let me know. We should be fine on our end, but we're getting.
It sounds terrible in here.
We're getting an in-store thumbs up, a thumbs down.
Yeah, we can't even hear ourselves. It's just the way Michael talks.
Yeah, I'm a terrible talker. Imagine a career in radio and I can't talk. So, all right. Let's go ahead and jump into everything. Let's talk about what's new here at the shop, Rob. Got a couple of things.
We got in another stock of beaver spoons.
Yeah.
So we loaded up on some more beaver spoons, and we got more on the way already.
And it was great too. When we get stuff in, guys. This one in particular, a customer actually posted a picture and shared with us that with a king crunched on it. So it's always cool when you guys share the stuff with us. It's almost like basically like user testimonies, if you will. So they're a fan and they're looking for more of these guys. This is Northern Lights. Yeah. This is actually one that I want to grab for myself. I like the purple and the blues on it. Really cool. I know you like Ghost a lot.
Ghost and Alien Breath are...
Yeah, I think these three are like the first immediate looks, and there's other great looking colors. Don't get me wrong, but those three, like you look at them, you're like, okay, that's gonna go in the water. And so we got a stocking of those here as well.
We got Monday's been busy with the flies, so we got some green lizzes, blue lizzes, the blue, green, and golds, next gens, Mardi Gras are back, Midnight Dragons are back, Blue Moons are back, Ectoplasms are back. So how's it going, guys? So yeah, we've got a pretty good supply of flies right now. Yeah, keep going.
No, you guys are good.
Yeah. The camera's right here, so you can walk behind it.
So let's see what else here. So yeah, that's just a couple of things. Tons of flies. We're pretty well loaded up right now and stuff. Nets, we got nets in.
We got Beckman nets are in. Of course, we have the Cummings and the Rangers and that too.
And for you kayak guys, we got the kayak nets.
Yep, kayak nets are here. We got a really good supply of Dodgers. A good supply of flies, planer boards, dipsies, all that.
We're in a good spot, so if you need anything, you guys know where to go, LakeMichiganAngler.com, or stop on by to grab whatever it is that you need. Now I want to take a second here to talk about the Big Pond Brawl. So the Big Pond Brawl currently, we got blown off last weekend. The weather's been crazy. I think we all know that. So we've had to make the adjustment, and the first brawl date will be on the 17th, a week from today. We have extended the sign-up period here, so if any of you guys are watching this and you're interested, we designed this for small boats, a small boat friendly tournament. 5 fish is your bag limit, which 2 men can do easily, and 5 fish, 9 rods, total weights. There's big fish payouts. There's a lot of ways to get in the money. A lot of ways. There's a lot of money up for grabs in the series route, and then in each individual tournament. A ton of ways. We're doing random raffle drawings, which are a couple $100 right there.
Yeah, $250. So like 2 people in each tournament will get their money back for the entry fee, basically.
Yep. And then we added a small boat category as well. So now there's a small boat series category, and as well as each tournament, the first small boat out of the money gets some money too. A couple $100 right there. So I'm going to show you guys on the screen right here. Oops, no, it's not that yet. We'll show you here right there. We'll cover Rob up. We don't want to see Rob. There's a lot of info, man.
Disappear.
Yeah, Rob can go out and venture off. But it's all brought to you by Fishhawk Electronics. We got some great sponsors here from Fishhawk, Magnum Metals. Oh, we do got the new Fishhawks. We got the new Fishhawks in. If you need the new Fishhawk systems, lithium, they're fantastic. We got them. Feel free to come by and get one for yourself. Dreamweaver, Amada Senior Care of Northern Illinois, who's sponsoring the small boat side of things. So big shout out to Amada Senior Care, Gold Star, and Mr. Chrome. So they've come up big for us, y'all, to be able to give away all of this money that you see on the screen here. $1,000 for big fish payouts. Like, there's so many different ways to get into the money. And signups are extended now to Thursday, May 15th at 5 p.m. So sign up. It's a great time. We do the live weigh-ins here. We'll do a live stream weigh-in event so you guys can watch it on Saturday, next Saturday. So I want to make sure you guys know about the Big Pond Brawl on the 17th. And big thank you to SU Illinois, the jackpot team. You know, that's their dates for their first jackpot. And we want to encourage everyone to fish both. We're actually aligning our first tournament to fit their format. They're going to start at 4:30, have a 30-minute run time. So we'll start at 4:30. And then lines in at 5. So for this first tournament, we're aligning everything with jackpot so that folks that are in jackpot or if you're in ours and you want to join the jackpot, you could do both. So
Yep.
one day fishing, you could win big at both tournaments.
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
No.
You know. Now, if you are fishing jackpot, you do have to leave and come back to Racine.
Right.
They're not. Theirs is not multiple port. So just keep that in mind.
Correct.
Make sure that you launch out of Racine, and then you'll weigh in your fish here as well.
Right. So if you are in the jackpot, or if you think about joining the jackpot, you'll have to port out of Racine, weigh your fish in over there first, and then come down to do the weigh-in over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If any questions about this, reach out to us and we'll get you squared away. But we'd love to see. Right now, we're at last I looked, we're at 29 boats total. We suspect that'll climb up in this coming week as well. All right. So that's the brawl stuff. Let's talk about. We got that. Let's talk about fishing.
No, fishing changed quite a bit over the last couple days. You know, we had some pretty nasty winds. The water got really dirty, and then all of a sudden yesterday it calmed down, and it was a bit of a struggle out there for guys. And water was dirty pretty far out from here, and it was worse further north. Started to clear up overnight. They were catching some cohos and some kings. Kind of a mixed bag, but just not those quick limits. We went out this morning. We kind of zigzagged around. We had some lake trout. We had a king. We had a couple cohos. Then we made it a quick trip, and I came back in here. But it wasn't great fishing. But we did our best in the 40s. Then that was kind of it. We had 7-color got hit a few times with a Stinger Blue Dolphin, and the better rod was down about 35 with a what would we have on that one? It was a Mongolian beef, RV Mongolian beef. So, but it wasn't fantastic fishing. I know guys that stayed in shallower did better on cohos, but yeah, out deeper, a little more of a mixed bag.
Yep. I was out earlier in the week on Tuesday, so we're getting the hell beat up out of us with the winds and stuff like that. It's really impacting the water quality, the ability to get out there and fishing with the waves and all that stuff. So, we are in a little bit of a downturn in terms of that goes. Also interesting, you see the title here, Where Did the Fish Go? Getting a lot of reports from buddies that are down in Chicago and the south end of Indiana that are not finding any fish at all down there. Like there's entire trips going out there with just two fish total. So it's interesting here. Rob will end up saying that this kind of happens every year, but I don't recall that happening last year.
It happens every year.
He said it happens every year. So we'll see what happens as things probably settle up and whatnot. But the latest reports from the south end, for those that are down there, pretty tough fishing down there. Not a lot of bait around at all. Not a lot of fish being caught. And then up here, obviously, as Rob said, it's a little tough. I was out Tuesday. You definitely had to pick at them, and I ended up doing a king, 2 coho, and a laker. And so as far as what's been working for me, it's been a lot of spoon and meat rigs with fake meat. In fact, I'll show you what I've been running here. You'll take a look at the picture. That picture on the left, I'm happy to share that we're going to actually produce that one. We have our dead toad and our bloody toad custom spoons with Mr. Chrome. I actually had Mason do me 3 more for me to test personally with the green head, a chartreuse head, and the blue head with the bad toad body. The green head, which you see in the picture on the left, has been so consistent. In general, greens have been outfishing other colors on my spoons, just in general, and that's right now as of this last 2 weeks or so. So that's a green head bad toad, and then you'll see there that's the Mr. Crow Old Money Flasher with a Dreamweaver Mumu rig and a fake meat strip, which I've been testing, and we'll see if we're gonna pick that up and add it here. But it's been pretty cool. It's been working. I've taken out about 6 kings on that fake meat rig strip setup, even early in the spring, so things have slowed down quite a bit, for sure. Questions, comments, thoughts? Feel free to drop it in the chat here. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Let me catch up. PZ said caught 4 from shore out of Northern Island yesterday. Oh, that's good. I think the coho, I think what it is a lot of guys are starting, hearing about kings being caught, and so now folks are shifting from coho to kings, and I think that's going to be where it's going to get a little bit tougher, right? I think the coho are still going to be in close, even in that mucky water. They're still trying to feed on that bait fish. But for folks that want to fish for kings, it's going to be a bit of a different experience. Pizza, do you have spoon boxes in stock? We have a few, not many right now. We're actually looking for a re-up on that.
What's going to be different about this one,
JPRZ says 60 to 80 was working for people today. That makes sense considering the water, how mucky it was. Rob said out to 40 feet, so those fish probably slid out in the clear water. Buddy was out of Racine yesterday, 4-man limit on a charter. Oh, that's good. You know, that's good. Let's see here. Any sinker slides for bottom rigs on the website? Do we have? I know we have. We have the bell weights. I don't remember off the top of my head if we have like what I think you're talking about. We have egg sinkers. Yeah, we have egg sinkers in the bell weights. They should be on the website. All right. Let's see what else.
I'll be right there.
All right. Any other questions? Well, we got a lot of folks coming here off the water. It looks like things have switched up out there. People want a lot of fish. All right, guys. We got a store full of people right now off the water. I'm probably gonna cut to help Rob out over here. Sorry for the shortness of the stream here. Things got really busy. I think we covered everything we needed to cover, though. It's a bit tough. We'll see what happens in the next coming week here. I saw that there was a prediction there's going to be a lot of tough weather for the rest of this month. We'll see how that pans out. Maybe I'll see you guys on the water. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it up here so we can get the stuff here in the shop. If you're around the area, feel free to come in, talk to us. If you need anything, you can visit LakeMichiganAngler.com for all the stuff you need. And we'll wrap it up here for today, all right? Have a great week. See you guys soon. Take care.